What's going on, people? Tonight I'm gonna share with y'all a situation I had, encounter with a police officer that I had that I'm definitely glad I'm able to share with you all because in light of the events that's been happening recently, this is definitely a tender subject, and I want to discuss with people what I witnessed that I have a first account of what our brothers going through out here when it's involving them and the cops. Right? So the situation that I had involved the cop, I was working, and the cop was riding alongside of me. Now I work for an electrical company. I deliver electrical supplies for this company, and I had a lot of wire on my truck. So I now know that there was a piece of wire that was sliding off of my truck. It's like a gate. It's not a box truck. It's a gated truck. You have openings on the side of it. A piece of wire slid off my truck. It didn't fall off, but it slid off. And the cop that was riding next to me saw it, so he got behind me, and I assumed that we were on a bridge. I assumed he was getting over to try to exit off the bridge. So long story short, I saw him swerving in and out of my side rear view mirror, and all I can see was him. And now, mind you, he was not even in a unit, a car with the traditional police lights at the top. He was in a van. And now, mind you, I'm in a truck. I think it's a 14-footer, I don't know, but I have a cab in the back, no rear view or nothing. I didn't have none of that. And apparently his lights are on, and he's trying to stop me, I guess inform me that some wire was slipping off my truck. So I couldn't see with my cab in the back. So later on, a guy, just maybe a few feet after we get up the bridge, a guy pulled on the side of me and pointed to the back, letting me know. I guess the cop was trying to pull me over or stop me to let me know about the wire. So as I pull over, I roll my window down. Now, he out the van with his hand on his gun. All right, now I'm seeing this out the mirror. I say, man, I'm not about to get out of this car. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to get out of this truck. Let it settle down for a minute. But then something told me, well, look, get out the truck and confront it, and for the situation escalated. So before I get out of the truck, he yelling, "Get out the effing truck! Get out the effing truck!" So now I hear this. Now I'm starting to get a little agitated. Now, is it this? Whatever he pulling me over for? Is this necessary? Is it this serious? Mind you, all the while his hand is on his gun, the holster open, all that's open. You know what I'm saying? Ready. He ready. So I gets out, and he's pointing to the back in the truck. Come get this effing wire. You could cause an accident and all such and such. Blah 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 blah. And it's only by the grace of the Most High God that my lips were able to be sealed at this point. Because I mean, he going ham, he rambling, and it's my blood is boiling. I want to confront him. Like, what's going on? I don't even know what's going on for you to be hollering and screaming like y'all, using profanities at me and all that. So he pointing at the back of the truck, talking about the wire coming off and all that. Come get this effing wire, all this such and such, that and that. So, I slowly walked to the back, and I told him, I'm sorry, I didn't see you. And it was just I guess, bad choice bad way of explaining it, because he thought I was saying I didn't see him at all, but what I really meant was I didn't see those little small ass lights he had in his windshield, which probably was just used for getting through traffic or something, not stopping nobody. But he didn't want to hear that. I'm swerving in and out, blah blah blah. What you mean you don't see me and all that such and such? Like I you know, swore I robbed a bank or something, but in a company truck at that. So you know, I didn't say nothing after that. This is the key to this whole video. I didn't say nothing. So after all that, my lips were shut. Well, I did say though, I did tell him. I said, well, I'm gonna walk to the back of this truck. I'm gonna take this wire off and I'm gonna put it in my cab in the front. Now, mind you, we're on the side of a busy highway, real busy highway, cars were passing or whatever. So I made sure that I stayed on the side of the road where everybody can see the situation. Right now, the wire was coming off the back of my truck, so it's like I kind of side straddled towards the wire to keep my eye on him. Got the wire, side straddled back. I didn't go on the side of the passenger side because you can't see shit on that side. So I just wanted to make sure I stood in plain view, in sight of everybody. This is the key. You don't provoke somebody that's trying to provoke you, especially in these conditions. Especially nowadays. And it's been going on, but it's escalated nowadays because of some recent, you know, everybody knew about the recent events that's been going on involving black males and the cop. But it's what he said next that really grinded my gears. But I kept my cool, the grace of God. Kept my cool, bit my tongue. You know, he said that. Yes, because he has the right. No, he said that he has a badge and he has a gun. And he said it like this: I have a badge and I have a gun, so I have the right to take anybody to jail. I have the authority to take who I want to jail. I still didn't say nothing. I didn't give him a reason to jump at me or get out the way with me. I kept my mouth shut. I'm telling you, it was very hard, but it was by the grace of God that I kept my mouth shut and didn't do anything to provoke him while he was trying to provoke me. And I'm more than sure that he was more angry by this time. At this point, he was more angry that he couldn't take his anger out on me because I didn't give him a reason. You know, so I was cordial, was respectful, you know, and you can say what you're gonna do in situations, but you just never know. You know, you could say, you know, I would have done this, I would have done, but you just never know. You know, and that's why we as black men, more so, even women, anybody that's confronted with a situation like this, to be sure, we have to practice humility. You know, we practice humility wherever we go, every day, wherever we at, with whomever, we have to practice humility. We have to get ourselves prepared for situations that could be escalated with being loud and belligerent or whatever you know how we are. You know, we have to practice humility. You know, we can't be everywhere hooting and hollering and talking and acting crazy. You know, but mainly for the men, because we deal with this, man. This is happening. This is warfare. This is war. You know what I'm saying? It's been going on, but to be happening today and age and the results that we get, come on, man. We at war more so now. You know what I'm saying? And it's directed at the male. They killing us. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely gotta find our humility. You know what I'm saying? And don't give them no reason. You know what I'm saying? Don't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? Don't have no. When the people coming at you a certain way, drop everything. Just, you know what I'm saying? I know. They got us out here that's hard to do. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for them to do. But I mean, that's a part of responsibility, man. We responsible for our family, especially if we have kids, wives, and we responsible each and every day to get back home to them. to protect them. In order to protect them, we got to protect ourselves. We have to protect ourselves. It's like they say, you can't love nobody if you don't love yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you putting yourself on a crap table. And this is not the blame. This is not the blame. I'm just sharing with my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Look, try this. You know what I'm saying? Try this. Because it's being not showing humility, being hostile. It never worked. So it's definitely not gonna work now. So just saying, that, like I said, not to digress. That's part of our responsibility, man. Take care of ourselves along with taking care of our wives and kids, man, because they counting on us to come home, and that's the main reason why I'm sharing this with y'all, man. We gotta get home and protect our babies, man. That's what it's all about. That's why they're killing us. We have to protect our babies. We have to protect ourselves. We have to do it, and man, you could try marching, dying in, sitting in, crying in, flying in, swooping in. You could try. If you don't have a relationship with the Most High God, you know what I'm saying? None of it's gonna work. Whether you humble or this or that, you have to have a relationship with the Most High God too. And I'm not just talking about going somewhere and shouting, saying I love God. We say we believe in God, this and that. We say we believe, but we don't follow none of His laws. You know what I'm saying? That's the line. That's the line from being protected and not. Because I can tell you one thing: the situation I went through is I was not scared because it was something that I was ready for. I had to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's because I have a relationship with the Most High God. Whatever you want to call God to you or whatever, we're not naming names. The Almighty Power and Creator, He who created all. You know what I'm saying? We have to understand our worth and what the image we're created in. That's another reason why we're dying, because we don't understand who we are. Like I said before, one is the protector of our family, the protector of ourselves, and carry the light of the Most High on this world. They know that, we don't. You know what I'm saying? And it's a serious situation out here. We really gotta understand. We have to have a holiness about ourselves. We do. We have to carry ourselves differently from how we doing. You know what I'm saying? Me and a friend of mine was making a joke just a couple of days ago. We were joking. We need to set up a sagging pants police squad. Because we could say, oh, appearance don't mean nothing. Appearance don't mean nothing. You saying that, but appearance means everything. That they're using that as an excuse to mess over us, to kill us all, whatever. They're using that. So make yourself presentable. If you don't, well, because it's a lot of us it's just not gonna take heed. You know how they say a lot of us won't make it through the race, and that's true. But for those who hear me right now, you know what I'm saying, this is a plea. We have to carry ourselves different. We have to rise up as the men of this world. You know what I'm saying? We have to take responsibility. Every time you hear one of our videos, me and my wife, all those videos, you're gonna hear the word responsibility out of my mouth, because that's on us. Responsibility. That's power. That's our power. Be responsible men. You know what I'm saying? Have things in order. You know, saying when something happens, we can combat it because we have things in order. As far as the way we carry ourselves, a key. The way we dress, that's a key. But back to what I said previously, our humility. Since if people not gonna step to you the wrong way if you're in line, if you're in order, if you look like you're in order, people not gonna mess with you. You know what I'm saying? And I know, just like I said, I know that guy was mad that he couldn't use me. He couldn't harm me because I didn't give him a reason. Well, well, man, and they having their way with us. They having their way with us because we allow. You know, we're not. And far as the responses, man, the responses, you know, what's dying in and all, you know, marching and all that's gonna do? It's not gonna do nothing. if you want to do something, at least raise money for the families of these people that are the victims. You know what I'm saying? At least do that. I mean, we talking about a guy that killed somebody, and we have supporters raising money for him. But I don't. If this is going on, then I don't know. You know, pardon me if it is, but I mean, if I know that the killer of Mike Brown, if they was raising money for him, if I know that and don't know that they're raising money for Mike Brown and his family, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because Darren Wilson or whatever his name is, his supporters was on mainstream. Support, look, we raised such and such, you know, he getting popped off money for making interviews and all that. Something is wrong with all that. And we see the key word I use, money. You know what I'm saying? If you wanna cause a stir up, don't go lay down in some mall and die in or whatever. That sounds crazy to begin with, dying in. You know what I'm saying? Just like Malcolm X said, what kind of man or what kind of substantial person going it's enough of us laying down. You know what I'm saying? Let's stand up and do something. You know what I'm saying? Buy black, straight up. Just buy black. We don't want to buy black though. We want Ralph Lauren and Polo and all that. That's, you know, I'm not going to even digress, but that's what we have to do. We have to support each other. We have to become self-sufficient. Whatever, I mean, it is what it is. Support your own. And that's a part of the responsibility, the power, the standing up. You know, and this goes for everybody, not just the men. You know, and I know that this a cry. Everybody, you hear this each and every day. You know what I'm saying? But it just gets swept under the rug. You know, but yeah, brothers, practice humility, man. Just don't give nobody a reason. And like I said earlier in the video, just practice it each and every day. Because it take a stronger man to just don't say nothing, let it pass by. Now, I'm not talking about somebody in your face or up on you, you know what I'm saying, trying to harm you. Then you do what you got to do. Somebody trying to harm your family or speaking ill towards your family, like in a manner where they're upset. Yeah, I mean, we have the ability to bark, but at certain times, it's not all the time that we do it. You know what I'm saying? We have to learn how to pick and choose our battles. You know? Yeah, man, it's a real tender situation. And you know, if you're not doing nothing to call, you know, to bring them the law enforcement or whatever to you, if you're not doing that, just chill. You know what I'm saying? I can't even find the words to explain. Just relax. You know what I'm saying? Stop doing shit. You know what I'm saying? You got people wanting to be on the corner and hanging out and this and that. You know, you're drawing attention to yourself. Don't draw attention to yourself. If we were raising our families appropriately, protecting our family, being there for our kids and wives, that's staying out their way. That's the real revolution. You know, all this marching and protesting and all that. I can see now nothing wrong with protesting if you're going to do it every day until something is done. Now, we protest however long, or a month or two, or whatever it take, we get tired. Oh, there's nothing gonna happen. We lay back down, or they rock us to sleep with some kind of sale or something, a new movie that's coming out or something. No, when the people in Egypt overthrew that president, they was out there. Wasn't no sleeping, wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna protest, if you're gonna do that, then come like that. Overthrow something. You know what I'm saying? But that's all. That's a form of responsibility too, and that's something. That's a word black folks scared of, responsibility. You know, we scared. We fear that. You know, we fear that, but we don't fear God. We scared of everything but God, and that's one of our problems. That is the problem. That's why all this is going down, because we don't fear God. You can, just like I said before, you could preach this about believing God or this and that. God this, God that, Jesus this, Jesus that. Man, you don't believe in God because you don't follow His laws. You don't walk accordingly. And I don't know how many feathers might get ruffled because of this, but I don't care. I mean, if I cared, I wouldn't be saying it right now. You know, and I'm started digressing, but hey, this has to be at least spoken of in every aspect. I know they got a lot of people speaking the same stuff I'm speaking, but you gotta hit you at all angles, because that is the problem. You know, we don't fear God, because if we fear God, we will follow His laws, and in those laws, we know we supposed to walk a certain way. And by not walking a certain way, we free pickings. You know, if they see us, if you see us, pants sagging, looking crazy, got, you know what I'm saying, just wilding. So that's your fair game. Your fair game, man. Your fair game. And then once they do what they do, then people crying out, "Oh, free this one, or free that one, or rest in peace this," and T-shirts. It shouldn't be that, man. We losing our lives out here on account of our own discretion. You know what I'm saying? We live in foul. We live in wrong. Not saying that Mike Brown or Brother Eric Garner, none of those guys. I mean, I don't know them personally, but I'm talking about what I see with my own two eyes. You know, how brothers get themselves caught up. You know, and when the consequences come about, then it's their fault now. And it is their fault, because they take it too far. They take it out the way. But I mean, they say an ounce of prevention is worth more than a pound of cure. That's my wife always say that. Shout out to my wife. Yeah, I love you. But it's really, this is a plea, man. I'm just running it with my brothers right now, man. Just take responsibility for yourself. Take responsibility for your wives. And I say wives. You know what I'm saying? Let's honor our sisters enough to call them wives. You know what I'm saying? Put that wife title on. And honor yourself to be a husband, man. Be a father. Honor yourself. That's honoring yourself. Why would you want to belittle yourself to be a baby daddy or a baby mom? That's my baby mom. Why would you want to even belittle yourself? You know. See. When your child see you, they don't say nothing about that's my I don't even know how to word it. My mama, I don't know. They say daddy, straight up. That's my daddy. They don't see nothing else. They see daddy. Oh, likewise, mine. That's my mom. So we the only ones looking foolish and putting, because we don't want to be responsible for nothing. That's the key word, responsible. responsibility. So we won't do that and still have room to play. Play with your kids, you know. And then, and it's digression again. But so what? You have to know how to prove your partner, pick your partner, so that you can have a good time with your family. Because I know they have people out here that make it hard for you to enjoy your family or enjoy your situation. But it's not them, just like we're gonna blame them, you blame yourself too, because you have to find family material, wife material, husband material. You find somebody doing something. When you find them, they acceptable to be doing that for a while. You know what I'm saying? Or either that, or if you prove, get to know that person and let them know what you want. And if they respond in a positive way, if they want that too, they want to learn how to become a husband or a wife, then yeah, then y'all grow together, or you help grow that person. And if you met somebody that's about partying all the time, then that's where they at the time. They might grow up out of it, but I mean, I suggest that you don't build a family with them while they trying to decide if they're gonna grow out of it or not. So responsibility. I probably said that word like 47 times by now or more, because that's what it is. That's what it's about. Responsibility. Being a law-abiding citizen. I'm not talking about this government. I'm not talking about the laws of the land. I mean, of course, you abide by those laws too, to stay your ass out of trouble. But yeah, pick up a Bible, man. Read it. Read Leviticus and Deuteronomy, man. If you don't have no groundation, no substance, no statutes in your life, what? And if you let me put it like this: if you don't have those, but you want to change your life, why not follow the laws that God gave you to follow? I mean, it helps. You know what I'm saying? If you have nothing else to fall back on, then I highly suggest you pick up a Bible and read those laws in there, because it's not just 10 commandments. That's just a summary of what we're supposed to be doing out here as a people, man. We special. Special people have different ways of doing things. We're not supposed to be out here wilding out, That's the reason why we in the situations we are in now, because we don't act accordingly. And it's not about some man pointing his finger down from the sky telling you, I want you to do this because I said so. No, it's health reasons involved. It's a reason why the scripture says don't eat swine or pork and all that, because it's unhealthy. These are guidelines to follow to keep you healthy and alive, stay alive. You know what I'm saying? Stay living. Humility. Because you run up on the wrong person, yapping and acting crazy, you might get something you don't like. Then it's your fault. You can't. Oh, he got shot up in the club. Well, why he got shot up in the club? I don't know too many people that just run up on people for no reason and shoot them or beat them up or slap them down, punch them down. I don't know that happening just out the blue too much. I mean, if it do, then who knows why? Why? What kind of situation going on? Maybe that person crazy or whatever. But I tell you, that's how what goes around comes around. You get what you deserve. Simple as that. You get what you deserve. You get what you deserve. If somebody come punch you down in the middle of Walmart parking lot, you probably done something to get that. And from people on the outside looking in, like, we see, oh, he just got punched down for nothing. No, it's never for nothing. It's never nothing. Nothing ever happens for nothing. It's a reason for everything. You get what you deserve. You just get what you deserve. Straight up, simple like that. If you poor, you living in poverty, you get what you deserve. Straight up. If you're not trying to change it, you get what you deserve. If you're always sick, you just always sick. You get what you deserve. Cause I'm more than sure you're not taking care of yourself physically or mentally. Mentally is worse than physically. Because if you think something is wrong all the time and nothing's really wrong, you're gonna be sick. You're gonna make yourself sick. And I'm saying this seemed to me by now people would know this, And then I'm not blaming nobody. I mean, if you don't know, you don't know. But hearing this, I'm sharing. I'm not no professor or nothing. This is common sense. This is understanding. This is logic. So for people who can't think logically, then let me help you out. You get what you deserve. Straight up. No cut, no corner. Don't have a scientific explanation for it or a pretty fancy word for it. You get what you deserve. You're not responsible and can't handle things in an orderly fashion, in an orderly manner, or you don't have things out of order, you get what you deserve. You're gonna get unorder. It's gonna come back. What goes around comes around. Quicker than you think. That sounds like, I did this, that, if you have some kind of understanding of what I'm talking about, that it ain't gonna come back out, and it's not gonna come back. If it do come back, it's not gonna come back quick. Yes, again, because it's gonna come back in a way that you ain't even expecting. And then when you break it down, that you get what you deserve. Being irresponsible and acting unaccordingly. When the law enforcement come, try to jam you up. But if you could be a good person, you could just be acting accordingly that one time, and people come jam you up. And I don't know, but I can guess. Dealing with men, I'm a man. You feel like you accountable. Say, take for instance, you are a good person. You are a good person. You didn't have no problem with the law or nothing. You just, and you're used to standing your ground in every situation because, you defend what's right. That means you know better. So when situation come around, when you out acting disorderly or whatever, doing wild stuff, just so happen that you're doing some wild stuff this week or just this day or whatever, and the law enforcement come down on you, but by you so used to justifying yourself for being right, this time you're out of order. So your mind is trained. Look, I'm chilling. I'm doing my thing. I ain't harming nobody. But the way you doing it, the people looking for a reason. So the way you can come off disrespect, or your mannerism. We men, them people, just like I said, looking for a reason. You're a man. They're a man. You're a man. You're a man. No man is gonna sit there and let you talk to them any kind of way, especially when they got the authority to do what they can do to you. So think about this. That's why I'm pleading. Humble yourself in every situation. If you're not being directly harmed, humble yourself. Especially, let me step off aside for this. Women, especially. I don't like to, get on that with y'all, but women especially. You can't be running up on no man talking greasy. I'm gonna use Ebonics. Talking, you just can't do it. All right, it's just something chemically inside that goes off. You got something in there to brush it off because they know how to practice humility. But you got a lot of them that's not. And I'm not going to. That's a wrap on that for the women. But men, practice humility all the time. Because just like they don't know what we going through, we don't know what they going through. They already high strung. That's law enforcement. They fighting for their lives each and every day they step out to go to work. They high strung. Some of them be doing dope. Some of them do that to get over that edge of the job they career, which is law enforcement, right? We gotta give credit where it's due. We have a lot of law enforcement officers. That's good. I know a lot of them. I know a lot of good officers. You know what I'm saying? So we tilt our hat to those. But they got a lot of them out here that's good, ain't even in their vocabulary. They doing everything they do. They taking advantage of their authority in negative ways. And a lot of people who seeing this video, I know you know. Especially coming from New Orleans, any police force, but coming from New Orleans and wherever, anywhere in Louisiana, anywhere on the planet. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And we know these things. That's why we have to practice humility. Because we don't even belong here. This justice system is not built to protect people that it wasn't even made for. We have to remember that too. We have to remember how we got to this country. You know what I'm saying? We have to remember all that. So trying to plead and all that, man, look. Walk upright. If you have a family, love them, protect them, guide them. And if you don't know where to guide them, seek guidance. And if you don't mind me suggesting the best way to get guidance, open that Bible up. If you just don't know where to go, open it up. Start with the book of Genesis and keep on going. If you don't understand what you're reading, first of all, I ask that you pray and ask for understanding. And then if you need more, just I can sit here and just tell you to find guidance or find counsel. But I mean, right now I have to shout out my people over there, IsraelUnitedInChrist.org. IsraelUnite.org. All right, these people that helped me and my wife out with learning and helping us understand certain scriptures. You know what I'm saying? And if you really need guidance, search that. Go to that website and look through it. You know what I'm saying? Those brothers, really have a knowledge of what's going on. They have a knowledge of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And that can help you get started. If you don't know absolutely nothing, if you're looking for something to help you, you know what I'm saying, find a way to live upright, walk upright, and just be better, be a better man. You know what I'm saying? Even for the women, be better women. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, check us out, man. InspiredLife.com. InspiredLife.com. The description is at the bottom of the screen. Just check us out. We do whatever we have to do to help our people, man. Everything that we do, we here to help you. You know what I'm saying? By sharing our life. What works for us. And I can tell you firsthand. I saw what works. I just went through it. I mean, we're at war. What I'm talking about, I was face to face with the enemy. You know what I'm saying? And I practiced humility. And it worked. And just like I said previously, I'm more than sure he was more upset that he couldn't take his anger out on me. He was more upset that he couldn't take his anger out on me because I practiced humility. And it worked. I mean, and I can sit here and say it's going to work for everybody, but I'd be lying, because you have to find your way too. You have to find out how to live accordingly. It's like living accordingly activates your protection. It activates your protection. And I say it that way because people figure when you're talking about God or this and that, you're coming at them with the old normal way. That normal, what we've been doing, clearly it hasn't got us nowhere. It hasn't got us nowhere. We still getting shot down in the street, and things is not going right. You know what I'm saying? And for anybody that's not learning who they are, whatever your nation, or whatever, not nation, but what religion, creed, or whatever, if you're not learning who you truly are, then that's a problem. For one, if you're not learning who you truly are, as far as a so-called black person, or why what we're going through is happening, then that's a problem. You need to refine yourself. You need to do something else. You have to seek the letter A. You have to seek letter A. You have to learn yourself. You have to figure yourself out. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have nobody in your life, or if you don't have any situations in your life to where you feel bad about yourself for a second, then something is wrong. If you're not going through nothing in your life outside of struggling or whatever, I'm talking about trying to do right, and things just keep happening to you, as far as like a test. You know what I'm saying? Then something is not right. Because if just take for instance being recruited in the military or whatever, they send you through boot camp to see if you can make it. All right. Now, if you were recruited to the military and well, here, boom, here's a gun and go out there, they sending you out to die. You have no training. You have no nothing. No sense of awareness of where you at or nothing. So if that's not going on in your life each and every day, something is wrong. We have to know why things are happening the way they are. And I can tell you, if your pastor's not telling you that it's right there in the Bible he read out every Sunday, then that's a problem. You have to get out. I know all y'all not going to do it, because pastor can preach, pastor can speak good and make you feel good. Let me tell you what, pimps do that too. That's what pimps do. Pimps talk a good game and have you believing, yeah, everything all right. No, you need to be somewhere where somebody telling you it's not all right. You need to fix this. You need to get this right. And you have to feel bad about it. You know what I'm saying? That's why they call the Bible a two-edged sword. A double-edged sword, whatever. It's, it's, it's cutting. You know what I'm saying? We have to get our feelings hurt. You know what I'm saying? And we have to be able to take it. When you hear you're doing wrong, all right, you improve off it. You can't be like, oh, I don't want to hear that, and then, you know what I'm saying? Do what you going, continue going down the path you're going. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And that's especially on the parents, man. The parents, because a lot of things can be avoided with our babies, man. But a lot of stuff can be avoided if you, first of all, know who you are and know what you're supposed to do. Then you can teach your kids how to be straight out here, correct it. You know what I'm saying? But we want to be our children's friends. You know what I'm saying? And then that, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that. Like we used to say, peer pressure and all that when we were young. Well, then it's the same thing. You're the parent. You know what I'm saying? A child's friend is not gonna tell him right from wrong. We might have a few, whatever. But they probably was raised right. But most friends that's the same age as you are, you're not gonna tell you what's right from wrong because they won't do the same dirt you about to get into. You know what I'm saying? But that's children do that. That's called being childish. So if you're the parent and you making the same mistakes your kids making, they ain't got no example. You know what I'm saying? But I know I don't digress, but it must need to happen because it's more so a vent, man. It's a plea. It's a plea, and instead of hooting and hollering and all that, I'm practicing humility right now. Cause I won't scream, you know what I'm saying? It's that bad. But I know when it all boils down to it, it's the Most High, man. He controls everything. You know, and there's things that's going on we don't understand. Just have to happen. But most don't understand because they don't seek to understand. But this is a wake up call, man. This is a wake up call. This is going to continue as long as we out here buffooning. What they call it? What they call it? Cooning, yeah, cooning and spitting watermelons and tap dancing. We still doing that, and as long as we doing that, our baby's gonna get shot up. You know what I'm saying? Our luck gonna run dry. We're not gonna be able to do nothing. You know, and you can see what type we're special people. We good at everything. We supposed to have the world on lock, but we can't because we not walking upright. You know what I'm saying? We can't do none of that. We can't. We don't own nothing. I mean, we have people own shops and little stuff. We own some things, but I'm talking about major wealth and all that. We don't hold ourselves accountable for nothing we do. When we messing up or spending money and on all kind of just nonsense, man. Just doing all kind of things that's unholy, so to speak. Then what goes around comes around. You get what you deserve. You can't have this. And I know we could blame it on slavery. We really can. I mean, we could blame it on 400 years of being stumped on, stumped out, home drive, whatever. We can blame it on that, but we can also blame it on ignorance. Especially now, man, we living in the age of information. If you ignorant, then that's because you choose to be. I mean, you could go on YouTube and learn how to do anything. You know? And we all, even myself at times, instead of me going like straight to the source and learning it, I beat myself down sometimes, like, wow, it's stuff that I supposed to know. Well, I mean, yeah, we supposed to know stuff, but we have to take it upon ourselves to, at least seek it and learn it. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not blaming nobody. I'm, everybody, excluding myself. But yeah, we all go through. But when you recognize it, then it's time the responsibility, man. And I'm preaching this because it's something I'm learning. I learned. Nothing is going to happen for you if you don't take responsibility for it. Embrace your responsibilities. Embrace them, man. Embrace them. I guarantee if somebody claim they don't like you for no reason, don't even know you, just don't like you because they want to like you. You know what I'm saying? You carry yourself a certain way and they figure that they can't get on your level. But just grab them and hug them, watch what happens. Or something like that. You're gonna mess their little whole world up. They ain't gonna know what to do. Just grab them and hug them. Same with your responsibilities. The same with you. You scared of. Grab it and hug it. Embrace it. Excuse me. Embrace it. Don't embrace your enemies though, because they're going to slide a knife right in your side. But embrace your responsibilities. Embrace your fears. I seen a post today, it said something, I'm going to just paraphrase it because I don't remember offhand, but it's like if you're afraid to fail, then you're afraid to be successful too. You know what I'm saying? See my wife back there, you're hustling. If you avoid failure, you avoid success. Yeah. Straight up. So, bam. Practice humility. Be responsible. Embrace your responsibilities. Embrace your fears. And pick up that Bible, man. It's not a white man's book. If it was, I'm sure I don't think he'd benefit black people as much as he did in that book. And for another story, King James was not a homosexual. That's for something else. He was not a homosexual. And what difference that make anyway? This Bible was ordained by the Most High for our ignorant asses to understand it, because everybody don't know Hebrew. Your ass, you in America, you speak English. You know what I'm saying? You speak English. Pick up that Bible. Read that Bible that was written in English, authorized by King James, from some of the best Hebrew scholars in the world at the time, to decode it so we can understand it today, ordained by the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to believe it or not. Please just pick it up and read through it with a clear conscience and an open heart, and learn. You know what I'm saying? Help yourself to walk upright using those laws. We ain't got nothing else. We can't depend on their laws. Why not choose God's laws? I know why, because there's responsibility involved. You got to discipline yourself. I'm gonna have to do a part 2 to this. I'm gonna have to bring out scriptures on it too, cause I'm kind of going off, and I know we might have a couple of people that disagree and whatever, but there's scripture to back up everything I'm saying. I'm gonna have to do that. But with that, man, I just want to say, man, look, practice humility, embrace your responsibilities, embrace your fears, love yourself, figure yourself out, get right. Love y'all, man. When this go off, I might scream or something so I can get get that out, man. But I love y'all, man. We gonna get it together. Those who make it through, we gonna get it together. And with that, I'm gonna say be inspired and be great, man. Peace.